The White House is firmly planting the blame on Hamas for the collapse of the ceasefire. President Barack Obama spoke just a short time ago, and CCTV's Jessica Stone was there. And Jessica, how frustrated is the White House over the breaking of this ceasefire?
Well, I think President Barack Obama demonstrated quite a bit of frustration during his remarks just about an hour ago, indicating that he feels very caught between his support for a right to self-defense for the Israelis, but increasingly disturbed by all of these civilian casualties that him and every other American that's watching television these days is able to see on a daily basis. He did again support Israel's right to destroy those tunnels, said that is their right, that the United States is behind them fully on that. And he called those rocket attacks by Hamas in the middle of civilian neighborhoods essentially irresponsible. He very much has called into question the commitment of Hamas to have a ceasefire.
We're going to keep working towards that. It's going to take some time. I think it's going to be very hard to put a ceasefire back together again if Israelis and the international community can't feel confident that Hamas can follow through on a ceasefire commitment.
And Jessica, that seems like a change in tone from yesterday when the White House was condemning the shelling of a UN school and suggesting that Israel was to blame.
Absolutely. We got some of the toughest rhetoric from this White House yesterday, indicating that it does believe that Israel was behind the shelling of that United Nations shelter on Wednesday, killing at least 19 civilians. But, you know, the president said maybe today, he said maybe people will have to just feel the cost, and indicating maybe they will have to let this play out to a certain extent. That said, you know, the United States, having said that about the tough rhetoric, has also just now voted, the U.S. Senate has voted to support more funding for the Iron Dome, some $225 million, and that's also expected to be backed up and voted on and approved by the House. And I asked the press secretary here yesterday whether the United States believes that by continuing to fund the Israeli military that it's prolonging the conflict. They said no.
All right, CCTV's Jessica Stone reporting live from the White House.